The K-drama Dear Hyeri has recently gained a lot of attention, with each episode breaking records in ratings and viewership. However, the cast has put in tremendous effort to bring the story to life, facing unexpected challenges that made the filming process even harder. In a landscape filled with crime thrillers and tales of love and heartbreak, Dear Hyeri offers a fresh and unique perspective to the table. The drama tells the story of Ju Eun-ho, played by actress Shin Hye-sun, who's a news announcer with 14 years of experience. Unfortunately, her shy nature makes it hard for her to stand out at work, especially compared to her ex-boyfriend Hyuno, portrayed by actor Lee Jin-wook, who quickly became a star after joining the station. What's even more interesting is that Hyuno leads a secret double life as she develops an alternate identity, Hyeri, due to some traumatizing events in her life. Despite receiving significant criticism after the cast announcement, particularly aimed at Lee Jin-wook, the drama has managed to capture the viewers' hearts. This is largely due to the strong bond and the chemistry between the cast members, especially the two main leads. Jin-wook and Hee-sun didn't get started on the best of terms, though. Hee-sun confessed she felt scared when she first met Jin-wook because he seemed intimidating when he didn't smile. In return, Jin-wook noted that his co-star didn't appear very friendly at first either. However, they had a deep respect for each other and their craft, so it wasn't long before they started bonding, and this newly built connection made the filming experience incredible for both. Jin-wook stated he was aware that Hye-sun was talented, but working together only heightened his admiration for her. He also revealed that they both dedicated considerable time to discussing how to represent the shared past of their characters, often joking, and working together to shape their characters in the best way possible. Once they became friends, everything else fell into place. The promotional interviews that the cast did, and especially Hye-sun and Jin-wook, showed that the set was full of laughter. According to Jin-wook, they always had fun and joked around on set, and while they tried to be serious when filming, sometimes they just couldn't help it. The pair even discussed a particular scene from their last shoot that had them on the verge of laughter. While they didn't specify the scene, they said that it was tough to keep a straight face. They managed to stay professional, but Jin-wook joked that they would have been in big trouble if they had lost it and broken character. Hye-sun shared her thoughts on the wonderful atmosphere during filming more than once, saying it was an incredibly joyful experience. She remarked that everyone, actors and crew, put in their all, making it bittersweet when shooting wrapped up. So since both Jin-wook and Hye-sun had incredible chemistry and a good friendship behind the scenes, you would think that everything about the shoot was smooth sailing. However, the actors revealed that, surprisingly, the toughest moment of working together was when they had to shoot the posters for the drama. Hye-sun is kind of tall, but in one of the posters she had to stand even taller than Jin-wook, who had to lean on her. She had previously shared that her height used to make her feel insecure, even admitting that she spent much of high school kneeling to look shorter. So considering everything, the positions for the shoot were a bit uncomfortable for both, but they still managed to pull it off perfectly. Speaking of being uncomfortable, Jin-wook faced some challenges during his first few days on set. As mentioned before, he portrays Yuno's ex-boyfriend in the drama, a character who is friendly to everyone, but harbors a deep, unseen pain that he has never revealed. Throughout the show, his character's heartbreaking backstory is revealed, bringing the viewers even closer to him and has them empathizing with the character. But even though Jin-wook is an excellent actor, he hadn't done romance dramas in a while, so he felt a bit awkward at first. Although he had acted in many genres, he was mostly used to roles where he was often being chased or in danger, so transitioning to filming regular everyday scenes was a significant change for him, and it took a while for him to get used to it. The role was pretty emotionally heavy too, since he and Hye-sun needed to portray the dynamic of a couple who had ended an 8-year relationship. Though the characters once had a long-term relationship and know each other well, their current dynamic is marked by awkward tension and hostility, setting it apart from typical lead character interactions, which made things more difficult for the actors. About his experience playing the role of Hyuno, he stated, "He is a character I relate to quite well. I understood the breakup with Eun-ho because I felt I might have done the same thing. Even though he didn't pick the project for the character alone, he ended up falling in love with it." According to Jin-wook, he had wanted to work with Hye-sun for a while now, so once he learned that she had also been cast for the drama, he jumped on the chance to join the show. Apparently, before they even had the chance to work together, several people in the industry and his circle mentioned that he would look great acting alongside Hye-sun. Not only that, but he had also previously worked with director Jung Jae-hyun, so he was excited to have a reunion. He expressed his enthusiasm for the script as well, saying it was intriguing and offered a fresh take on the characters' complex relationships. Despite being experienced actors, portraying a news announcer turned out to be a challenge challenge for both Jinwook and Hyesun, so they had to get outside help. To prepare for his role, Jinwook shared that he talked to real announcers to gain insights and advice to make his character as realistic as possible. He was actually so good at his job that he had no trouble pronouncing any of the words. It probably helped that he was very confident about the work that he did, saying that if he were to make any mistake, then they could just reshoot again. Hyesun did the same thing. To make Hyeri feel more authentic for the viewers, she sought advice from people in the field, but the whole thing turned out to be tougher than she had expected. She said that she struggled a lot with the announcer's speech style, so she practiced by listening to recordings and mimicking them while also getting direct feedback from the experts. Hyesun even confessed that she found it hard to say a few words, such as official review and Secretary of State, which were all in one sentence, leading to her getting tongue-tied. Despite the difficulties, she still managed to make it look almost effortlessly, making the viewers respect her work on the drama even more. In addition to this, it's undeniable that Hyesun had the most challenging role in Dear Hyeri. Playing the role of someone dealing with dissociative personality disorder caused by her sister's disappearance and the pain of a breakup was certainly demanding. She had to juggle two distinct characters, one overwhelmed by her painful past, and another as an overly optimistic parking attendant. Having previously played dual roles in Mr. Queen, she felt less pressure when she learned that she had to do something similar for Dear Hyeri, but the role had its own difficulties. Regardless, Hyesun was excited about the role as soon as she read the script. In fact, it took her just an hour to decide to accept it, as she knew that this was the drama she wanted to be part of, describing it as the happiest she had felt in a long time. It really helped that she felt a connection to both Yoonho and Hyeri. At times, she didn't recognize her own happiness, while other times, the simplest moments brought her joy. This made her realize that true happiness comes from within, so she felt happy every moment they were shooting the drama, hoping that the viewers would feel the same. However, she struggled to balance the two contrasting personalities within the same character. Hyesun wanted to portray Eunho as someone who's passionate but very dull, but wanted Hyeri to be boring but passionate. She also put a lot of effort into making the two characters completely different by changing their hairstyles, makeup, and outfits, even adjusting how they spoke and the tone of their voices to emphasize their contrast. Despite the work that she put into the character, many thought that the script and the portrayal of dissociative identity disorder in Eunho's character were pretty lacking. Hyesun put in her best effort, but viewers felt the depiction of the illness came off as more of a caricature than a genuine representation of the struggles faced by those with DID. The scriptwriter of the show, Han Gara, shared her perspective on the condition, emphasizing that Yoonho, who has much but feels unhappy, and Hyeri, who has little, yet finds joy in what they have. Both of these highlight that an ideal life doesn't ensure happiness, while a seemingly sad life can still be fulfilling, so she believes happiness is attainable for everyone. Despite the criticism, it's obvious that Hyesun loves and cares about her character, as she said, "I hoped that both Ju Eunho and Ju Hyeri would become precious characters to the viewers. I acted with the desire for both characters to be loved." We can confidently say that she did a great job, as she managed to get viewers to empathize with both sides of Yoonho's personality, even if they couldn't fully relate to her situation.